Oh my god. Hello everyone, welcome back to CF Reacts. You might notice a slight change. Number one, I shaved my beard because my barber messed me up, so I had to fix that. And number two, we're in a new room. I finally moved. That's why there was like a break in uploads last week. But we're now back, and I am so excited to finally be able to check out Sinful Passion by Dimash. It was heavily requested on my last Dimash reaction video, and I actually found a version that has English subtitles, so I'm very excited to actually be able to understand like both the lyrics but also what's being said by these programs here, program hosts rather. So yeah, I want to say thank you so much for the support. It's been amazing. We've only been doing this for like a little month or so, and the support pouring in has just been absolutely phenomenal. I want to remind you that if I am bringing joy or education towards you with these reactions, be sure to either subscribe or like or comment, or you can even be as generous as to join my Patreon. It's via the link in the description. There are tiers starting from like $1, $5, all the way up to 50. So it's all up to how much you want to pledge. Other than that, I'm so excited to take a look at Dimash finally. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So yeah, let's jump in.
Том А-студио «Грешная любовь». Впервые на новой волне. Прорыв года. Димаш Кудайбергенов.
There he is.
С песней «Грешная страсть».
There he is.
Ты явилась нежданно, как из лунного сна.
I just want to pause it there just before we get into it, because I think I'm going to be mesmerized by what's about to happen. But again, Dimash has this ability to use his like vocal cords in a way that like I don't know how to say it because I'm not a vocal coach, obviously, but he has this control over his voice that he can actually produce a note while whispering like that, like note at the end there was amazing. And I am also kind of excited to see people with, you know, phones and with signs, like a little, I don't want to say less sophisticated, but in a way, you know, like these kind of like groupies that some artists may have are actually starting to show in this one, whereas the other ones were more formal events where people were waiting until Dimash was finished, like they gave him the respect here. But here they're actually already, you know, showing the signs and recording, which I think is great because there needs to be room for both types of events in the industry. So that's really nice.
О, если б знала ты, что мне нужна, только ты одна.
Yeah, look at that.
Ливни долгие лили, были ночи без сна.
Nice.
Но в стуже сердце озарило, как весна. Только ты одна.
So already here, very, very comfortable. Kind of, this is what I probably considered a lower range for Dimash. His vocal range is infinite, but I want to get more into it because this is actually great, because this video is showing a lot about his fandom, and that's something I can kind of like dive into as a brand manager and as a brand expert, marketing expert. What I really find interesting is if you look at the people that are actually holding up these signs, right? There are people essentially from different cultures. You see people who looks like they have Asian roots, and you see people who looks like they have Caucasian roots, are actually all holding up these signs or these fan you know, these kind of like continuous support beams for him. You can see this guy here, for example, you know, Dimash, like right there, and here is like just to, you know, well, they are white people. They're just sitting here with the signs, which I think is great. And this is what I've mentioned in my previous Dimash reaction analysis, is that Dimash transcends cultures and race and language. I don't understand what Dimash is singing, but he's still singing in a way that really like resonates with me, even if I don't understand it, which I think is absolutely phenomenal. We are looking at a bit of an older generation here. Well, older, I say, like more like middle-aged people, it's looking like, which is kind of the demographic for an event like this, I assume. I don't see any kids. I don't see any teenagers. But you know, again, we talked about Dimash transcending age groups as well. Like there were people showing, like people bringing toddlers to his concerts and stuff like that, and they seem to be enjoying it. So that's really great. I think that's really nice having to deal with an artist like this that just transcends genres and age and race. I think that's really great.
Стуже сердце озарило, как весна. Только ты одна.
So good. Just him and a piano. So simple. So nice.
Дай мне долгим огнем пылать в мгле и мне
These
здесь.
lyrics are really dope.
Дай мне
Okay.
ночью и днем сгорать в костре грешной страсти. Ночь замкнула ресницы, и вокруг тишина.
Wow. Again, effortless. The way he just jumps an octave up, like that is insane. He's so known for that, you know, being comfortable in all these ranges. And you can see how passionate he is, which is, you know, funny because this one is called Sinful Passion. When he's like standing, like after he sings that last note, he holds the microphone with the finger up, looking away, waiting for the cue, and you can just feel how he resonates with the music. He looks like he's thoroughly enjoying being on stage here.
Забыты звуки, руки, лица. Мне нужна только ты одна. Околдован тобою.
Nice. A little more power on it here.
Выпью зелье до дна. И ты вернешь меня из бездны в этот мир. Только ты одна.
He brings, and that is something that I sadly don't see in a lot of live artists, is that they don't put that passion into their singing, like their vocals, right? It's very rare to see people are enjoying themselves on stage and they're singing, you know. But here it actually seems like Dimash is not just enjoying being on stage; he is really passionately singing every single letter of the words he's performing. He is really going all in, and his entire body language is this really like, because he's not necessarily relaxed. He just looks like he's so comfortable on stage, and he is so passionate about performing this particular song. Please let me know if he wrote it, if it's his song or if it's someone else's song. I saw in the subtitles that it was his song, but I'm not sure if he wrote it or if someone wrote it for him or something like that. Please let me know. But like you just get this really unique experience when you get to experience artists like this, and that's why I really hope I get to see him live one day, because we can all look at him on a YouTube video like this, and then we can get touched by his music like that. Imagine how deep that connection between the crowd and Dimash on stage must be when he's singing, like when he's live. You know, these people here are very fortunate to hear him. I hope I get to experience that one day as well.
Долгим огнем пылать в мгле и в ненастье. Дай мне,
Okay.
дай мне ночью и днем сгорать в костре грешной страсти.
Wow. Oh my god. Okay, so we get this kind of build up in that aspect, man, that like it started out with him just him and the piano, very intimate. And then we get this violin coming in just to support his vocals, and then you get this build up with the drums, and then he obviously pulls up into this incredible higher range where he just becomes an instrument like this. Yeah, that's the only way I can describe it. He just becomes an instrument. He stops singing and then he transcends into becoming this instrument in his higher vocals. It sounds phenomenal. Wow. Like, yeah, that's all I can say. I also want to point out that this stage presence is really nice. The instruments are spread on the stage and kind of put in the back so that the main focus is on the vocal performer, which means that probably this event maybe features a bunch of other singers. I'm not actually sure. If this is just for Dimash, then I'd understand, because he needs to be the main focus point. People are paying to see Dimash. That's why he's dead center, front center. I also think it's really nice, guys. I can see on the stage tag, it does look like he has monitors pointing towards him, while still having in-ears, which can help. I'm not sure if that's for the musicians. If you don't know what a monitor is, so essentially you can see the headphones that he's wearing. No, he's not wearing headphones. I thought he was. Is it on the other ear? Yeah, so this one here, usually you have something called in-ears and you have monitors. So in-ears essentially plays either a click track or something that helps Dimash stay on cue, stay in time, stay on pitch, even though I doubt he'll ever need that. But it can be really nice for musicians to be able to hear themselves while being in a big room and having all these instruments overpower your hearing in that aspect, right? But it also looks like on stage here, you see these boxes in front of him. These look like monitors, which means that the sound is being played back to him to be able to hear. Maybe he's going with some combo. I'd be interested to know. If any of you guys know about that, please let me know. That'd be really interesting to hear about. Yeah, other than that, I want to listen to this instrumental Dimash part again. It's amazing. That's enough too. So effortless, like, wow. Oh my god, that's like, wow, that's like sounds like something like really traditional singing. The way he controls the vibrato and that's insane. And he kind of breaks into his head voice falsetto a little bit. Like you see that a lot in yodeling when you hear that switch, and he just graces like that little switch in his voice. He just graces it so he gets that extra vibrato to it, that little crack, like that. You can hear it when he sings. That he just cracks a little bit, and that just shows how much control he has over his voice. It's insane. Like, he is really a human instrument when it comes to his vocals. Like, for him, singing seems like it's as easy as clicking a button. Like, it's insane. He still go. Oh my god, how long did he hit? Oh my god, there's so much here. Breath control is immaculate. He did not take a single breath through that increase like that. My god, and then the riff and running. This man's vocal control is insane. I want to hear that again. And look at that. Okay, yeah. So there are actually some people did bring their kids. Yeah. Okay. So again, transcending age groups. Wow. Standing ovation deserved for sure. Wow. Yeah. There they go. And this is what I mean about when you're dealing with such a huge artist. There are going to be people who want to give him flowers after. I think that's absolutely phenomenal. And instead, because Dimash is such a giant artist, he could have gone off stage. He doesn't have to deal with that. He could like tell them to, go away. I don't want anything to do with you. But he's just so like he remembers where he's coming from. He remembers where like once at some point he was not a big artist, and he remembers that time probably, and he appreciates the fact that now he is. So he does take his time with his fans, which I think is amazing. Look at that. Look at them all going on. Wow. And they all just get to go there. That's amazing.
Видел бы эту картину Басков сейчас.
I'm not sure who that is.
Димаш Кудайбергенов, аплодисменты!
Спасибо большое.
Look at that.
С вашего позволения, я бы хотел бы сказать пару слов и выразить огромную благодарность группе «Астудия» и Байгали аға, сізге үлкен рахмет за то, что вдохновляете нашу молодежь и за то, что воспитываете правильное музыкальное направление.
Aww.
Счастья вам! Приезжайте в Казахстан, мы вас любим очень!
Aw, that's amazing. What a fantastic person. Like, he did not have to do that. He asked for permission to say a couple of words, and then he praised the band and praised the venue. Wow. These, like, artists like these, and I've said this a million times about Dimash, artists like this makes my job a whole lot easier when it comes to branding. Because, you're looking for these artists that know, like, keeping their feet on the ground, not going crazy with money, staying humble, being grateful, not getting themselves canceled and stuff like that. And he is just perfect in that aspect.
Димаш Кудайбергенов.
Wow. Nice. Okay, that was absolutely phenomenal. Nothing short of musical perfection, nothing short of performance perfection. This is definitely my favorite one of his so far. I would love to check out more. I want to go back a little bit, and because we have focused so much about, and there are so many people who know way better than me talking about his vocal control and vocal aspects and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna bore you with my take on it, because I'm not going to be able to say something that is educational enough. I would really highly recommend you either check out Peter Barber or Jennifer Glatzhofer if you want someone who really knows what they're talking about when it comes to the vocals. I want to say, I want to look at this venue a little bit. So there is this whole thing. I don't know what the venue is, but the venue is built up beautifully. It's outside, judging from the street lamps on the left and all the city lights. Big screen on the left. This is a really cool setup. Band is kind of hidden away. There's only spotlight on Dimash, which I think is great because he seems to be the main attraction for this event. You see what I really like, and this is also what I was talking about when it comes to respect for the artists, is that you will like for example, look at if you go to a Taylor Swift concert, if you go to a Drake concert, you will see people with a phone standing like this for the entire thing. There will be phones in the air all the time. If you look at here, there are people filming him. Of course, that's fair. But look how many people are just sitting in their seats enjoying it. And I think that's really great. I think that's awesome that people are sitting, enjoying the moment, just listening to Dimash. You don't see that often. I'm not actually sure how old is this video. This is from 2018. So yeah, this is still very much relevant today. I think that's great, and I think, like, thinking back, we didn't actually see that many phones in general in the crowd for Dimash, which also shows that people are there to enjoy the moment, not to record something, which I think is great. Like, I'm not hating on people who wants to record concerts, but I think it's awesome that there are still people in the world that are just there for the moment. That's really great. I'm gonna go see, because there are a bunch of close-ups. I want to go to the end here, just have a look at all these. Look at all these, like, roses, people gathering around. And I think, I don't know, if this is in Kazakhstan, then that's maybe something to do with the culture in the country. But I know for a fact that if this was an American concert, or a concert that took place in America, people would never be able to get this close to the artist, ever. Dimash would have been escorted out by security to not get hurt for his own safety, and these groupies would have been kicked out. They would have been, not even able to get that close to the artist. And that just shows just how much love there is for Dimash. I think that's so great. His entire brand image relies on kindness, generosity, and being humble. and then everything else speaks for itself. Like his vocals, his stage presence, everything is just nothing short of phenomenal. Yeah, just absolutely, possibly, and I don't use this term often. I'm beginning to think Dimash might be the perfect artist. Like I can't find anything that, in I guess in my opinion, like he could work on. Obviously, I am a random 23-year-old marketing guy who has absolutely no right to tell Dimash anything, but it's more to give that kind of perspective, right, from my work experiences, and there's just nothing I can put a finger on. He is just perfect, and I'm really really happy to be able to enjoy him and his performance. It's really really great. Um, I would love to know more about how the general fandom kind of fares, I guess, online. Like, do you guys gather in like Facebook groups, or do you gather around reactions like this one? Do you guys, is there a dedicated fan club? Is there like a newsletter or something like that? I would love to know more. So please let me know in the comments how to interact more with the fandom, because I am very, very fascinated by not just Dimash and his musical aspect, but everything surrounded by it. I know he's represented by his family, and he's keeping his entire thing. He doesn't go corporate. He doesn't need any big label or something like that, which I really really respect. I'm under the philosophy that if you can stay independent, you should. Especially for new artists, you should stay independent for as long as you can. Yeah, other than that, just amazing song. I would actually love to talk more about the lyrics, but the thing is that this song is not in English. And if I look at the English lyrics, it's not going to reflect what the song is actually about and what the song actually means to whoever's performing it or whoever's writing it. That is lost in translation, so I'm not going to say anything about that. Other than that, I just want to say thank you so much for the suggestion. I'm very, very excited to check out Dimash again. I will probably be doing Dimash every Saturday. We could call it like Dimasherday or something like that. But I do want to check out more of his stuff because there's so much to go in. I saw he uploaded something recently, and I want to check that out as well. But for now, please make sure to let me know what I should check out next from Dimash, because I'm very, very excited. If you don't want me to watch any more Dimash, that's totally fine. Just let me know what I should react to, give my take on as a brand manager. But yeah, just absolutely phenomenal artist. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave it a like, a comment, share it with your friends, share it with your deers, your fellow deers, as we are called. If there's something I missed in the video, if there's something I should reinterpret, if there's something you disagree with, let me know. I'm more than happy to talk about it. Let's see if we can keep a nice tone in the comments. Please keep in mind that nothing I say about Dimash is meant negatively. I'm all for the praise of him. I think he's absolutely amazing. If I am bringing value to you, if I enhanced your experience watching this video, then please consider joining my Patreon, where we have a little community going. It's really nice. It's really awesome. You will get stuff like polls, merch, Discord activities. You get access to early access sometimes, and basically you get an insight as to what happens and stuff, and you get a direct link to me. I am very, very happy to talk to my Patreon, so you can always join. If you're interested in a cappella music, you can go check out my main channel, Casper Fox, which is where I'll be putting music. Hopefully a cover coming in spring here. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.